Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to Thursday. It's Apple Ball Guys, and I'm Greg. If this is your first time checking us out, where have you been? But yeah, if this is your first time checking us out, we're just four guys who like to vlog about what's going on in our lives. We live in 4 different parts of the country, and so today is Hope's 3-month birthday. We're not really doing anything special for a 3-month deal. We just took some pictures and yay! But she's something else. She laughs, she giggles, she smiles, she cries, she poops, she pees. She's grabbing onto stuff too. So anyways, but today I happen to be listening to the radio while I was getting ready. The radio guy that was talking about it was doing some talking, and they were having this debate back and forth, and it had to do with the idea of bullying. This radio personality began to explain and describe how bullying isn't that big of a deal. It's always happened, and it's parents' fault for getting overly involved with it because the parent doesn't teach the kid how to deal with it enough. Instead of teaching the kid how to deal with bullying, the parent goes in and tries to save the day. Or the parent doesn't get involved at all, and so that's the parent's fault. And to a certain extent, I understand what this guy was saying. I mean, I agree that you do need to teach your kid how to deal with bullying. But I think this kind of opens up the box really here, because I don't know if we're getting to the point in society and getting in the point in today where bullying is just something we just kind of accept that bullying is something that's going to happen, and we're just kind of throwing our hands up in the air and saying, you know what, that's just the way that it's going to be, and you know, there's nothing you can do about bullying. The best thing you can do is teach your kids how to deal with it. No, no, that's not. I mean, the best thing for us to do is to teach our kids not to be bullies. Period. On whatever level. And yes, teach them how to deal with bullies, but not just accept the fact that bullies are always going to be there, but to teach our kids and from whoever to whoever. You know, whatever household you grow up in, man, it is, you know, it falls on the parents' responsibility to teach that, you know, that we're not going to put up with bullies, and that bullying isn't okay, and it's never okay. And then the school systems and in churches and organizations everywhere, that bullies aren't going to be accepted. And when we discover bullies and when we find bullies, we just don't slap them on the wrist, but man, there needs to be something put in place to where, you know what, you're not going to be allowed to bully other people, period. Because it doesn't just stop there. I mean, it continues on into life. I mean, people are still being bullies after they get out of high school, into their 20s and 30s and 40s. There's still bullies that are out there. And so it's just flat out ridiculous, because they learn at an age that there's no consequences for being a bully, so they feel like they can bully other people around who may be a pushover, who may not have this dominant personality where they don't feel like they can stand up for themselves. Why? Because they didn't learn at a younger age that it was okay to stand up for yourself, and that they were worth more than that. That they didn't have to just sit back and allow people to be bullies towards them or anything like that. That there was something on the inside of them. They could stand up and say, you know what, I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to put up with that. You're not going to bully me. I mean, we've got to come together on this issue, because ultimately what we're seeing is that, man, we're seeing kids who don't feel like they can stand up for themselves and feel like they're going to be bullied their entire lives, ending their lives, taking their lives. You can turn on the news just about every day, and somewhere in this country there's somebody who's been bullied, who's taking their life because they don't want to put up with the pain and hurt any longer. All because somebody bullied them, and nobody helped out, or nobody stepped up to the plate, or nobody stood up to. Let's end the bullying. Peace out.